for doing this stream. So, good times. Let's see. Sunspear, also known as the Old Palace, is the seat of House Nymeros Martell and the capital of Dorne. The castle is located on the Broken Arm, north of the Green Blood. All right, that one doesn't help me. Layout. Okay. A walled settlement protected by three massive winding walls encircling one another and containing miles of narrow alleys, hidden courts, and noisy bazaars. The threefold gate, where the gates are lined up, one behind the other, avoids the labyrinth. Oh, jeez. Instead of allowing straight passage on a brick path to the old palace. Uncolored. The sand ship. Squat, ugly keep. What is dun colored? Alright, so let me end this stream for now because I think I have to do a lot more reading and this is going to be boring. So I did a lot of reading and I found some images that I wanted to use that some people had done based on book descriptions. So that made this build so much easier to accomplish. I had set up the perimeter and then I decided to make it in two sections. So the bazaar in the front and then the actual keep in the back, because I realized I was focusing too much on the entirety of Sunspear and not just where the Martells lived, which was my problem in creating Riverrun. So here I've got the sun tower, that's the big one, and the sand tower, that's the prison, basically. And it's where Arianne Martell is the last time we see her, or at least last time I've seen her in the books. You don't ever see her in the show. So there in the center of this is the solar, or the where you would meet with the Lord. I decided to just make that one room. So here I'm making the Great Hall with my beloved platforms, and it was deleting walls. I have no idea. There's like no roof above it either. It doesn't make any sense. So the main floor has a kitchen, a bathroom. I learned my lesson, and it will eventually be split into two, and the Great Hall. And then the second floor is where all of the skill building will be, and one of the bedrooms. Here is me trying to figure out how to get a roof to work. I know how to make glass roofs now, and I am so happy, and I'm never going back, and I really miss auto roof. I just really need The Sims to give that back to me. Please give me auto roofs because I just can't. So I'm using the suits of armor in this one as actual guards. I'm pretending that they're guards, so it's not like in Riverrun where they were statues in the sept. There is no sept in Sunspear, so that part was good because they're descendants of the Roinar, so they're not going to have, they're not worshiping the Seven. And if they do, it's not to the extremity of the other people in Westeros. So I went with more magic pack themed windows just because they bring in a lot of sunlight and they're ornate. And the Dornish people just give me that kind of a flowy, I sit on cushions, almost Moroccan vibe. And so the magic pack let me have the medieval feel with the flowy cushion Moroccan feel. So this is me making the bazaar. I've put as many wooden looking food stalls as I can. I've got a little water thing. I used the kids' play pirate ship to be the old ship. I know that it's supposed to be a keep, but that was what I did. I had so much fun with the tropical trees. This is where I discovered that I'm apparently missing some roof. So it's the only move objects cheat I did was that one tree. I fell in love with this build. I don't think I've ever made something this beautiful, at least on the outside. I did have a little hiccup where I ran out of money and could not get my cheats to turn back on and give me money. So I'm not really sure. I had to reset things, go in, just give the family money, and then try again. I had a lot of fun building the prison tower. It just has ladders. And the stairs I'm getting so much better at. My kitchen is probably my favorite room in this whole build. I don't know how to explain it to you or why it would be, but it is honestly, I love the little cook fire. I don't know how functional it is because I hired a caterer and the caterer didn't do anything. And I think it's because of the grill. Do caterers not grill? Again, lots of finding random decoration items in the kitchen that I didn't want in the kitchen. But there's me learning my lesson about the bathrooms. You want to make it playable. This is me out in the bazaar. I put actual skills. So candle making, woodworking. So that way, again, it's still technically a functional home. I suppose if you were to download it, you could make it a restaurant, I guess. It would be a kind of fun restaurant. I don't know what you would do with all the beds and the other stuff, but maybe it's like a weird nightclub. I don't know. It could be a community lot if you don't want it to be a home. I had so much more fun with this one. So I was adding decorations, and in it there is a portrait of Daenerys Targaryen. So that's the little Marilyn Monroe, because they believe that she is the queen, right? I mean, the Martells were married off to the Targaryens. They were the only family outside of other Targaryens that the Targaryens would wed. So jokes on Cersei, who thought she was going to get to marry Rhaegar. She wasn't a Targaryen. A Martell. This is me putting prison beds. I'm so excited. I got to use bunk beds. This is my first use of bunk beds. I know that they're new, but I hadn't put them in any of my other games yet. Yeah, so it's the downstairs. The second floor is another skill building thing, but it's the indoor skills, if you will. So there's books, there's a chess table. I did yoga and meditation. This is me discovering that I didn't have the roof there and I could not fix it. So if you download this and you know how to fix it, leave a message in the comments, please, because whatever. So there's knitting, there's a bonsai tree, there's a bubble blower, which I just decided absolutely was a Martell thing to do. I put a sexy lady statue because Martells. Guards outside the door because that is going to be the bedroom to the princes. So not the princes, but the prince's kids, because he's the Prince of Dorne, right? Because Arianne is in prison for trying to make Martella be the queen of Westeros, and they're not having it. So I put another bed over there for Prince Doran's estranged wife. So there's Arianne's little tower. Me realizing I need lights outside. and assigning all the beds. What I wanted. All right, let's see. I'm gonna end my stream.